right?
What's happening, my fellow geeks and geekettes? Welcome to a brand new episode of Cosplay Chris, and today marks episode 6 in Mr. Whippy, the construction of the Whiplash cosplay, the exoskeleton from the Monaco scene in Iron Man 2. Now, honestly, I had no idea that I was actually going to be doing an episode over here in the United States. I thought the next episode was going to be when I get home back in Sydney. I managed to get some progress done on the cosplay over here with the help of some amazingly talented people. Firstly, before we get to what this episode involves, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be appearing at the Shreveport Convention Center this weekend in Shreveport, Louisiana for Geek'd Con. That is the 17th to the 19th of August this weekend in Shreveport. I can't wait to see you guys there. And a massive thank you to TNT Cosplay for sponsoring me and giving me the opportunity, and the organizers of Geek'd Con. If you guys go check out TNT Cosplay, they have some amazing cosplay supplies, including some high quality EVA foam. So today's episode is going to be an express episode. I say that, but it's still a bit long. Today is all about getting an impression taken of my top teeth for the grill, the Whiplash grill that Mickey Rourke sports in the film. That is going to be done by the amazingly talented Dave Woodruff, who is a good friend of mine here in LA. I'm also going to be doing a tattoo test with a temporary tattoo that I got at Nigel's Makeup Supplies just down the road, about 10 minutes away from where I am. Even though I was quite nervous getting the impression of my upper teeth done, and you'll see this in the footage why, and I explain why. Dave was amazing, Jen was amazing with the camera and trying to capture as much of the progress as possible. So at this point now, the impression is done, is cast in a special plaster. A piece of plastic will then be placed over the impression, vacuum formed. Dave will then cut out and shape the grill. The grill will then be handed off to a very talented man. Some of you guys may know him, Gordon Tarpley. He's done some work for Tested. He's an amazing cosplayer and prop maker. He does an amazing C-3PO. Gordon's actually going to be chrome plating the grill when it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is leave you guys with the footage that we got from Dave. Then after that's done, we're going to cut back and show you guys putting the temporary tattoo on this part of my arm. Because when I get back home, I still have to shave all appropriate areas, but this is like the most hairless part right here. So this is a good test area right here, just to get an idea of how we've got to mat the skin and how it's going to look, even though I will have a fake tan on. So without further ado, the amazing Dave Woodruff doing his thing. Alright geeks, I'm joined today by the legendary David Woodruff. Dave, say hi.
Hey everyone.
Dave is the son of the legendary makeup artist Tom Woodruff Jr., co-founder of ADI. Dave is going to be taking my impression today of my teeth. Now, I've already given Dave a heads up. I've got to give you guys a heads up. I'm a little bit nervous. The last time I had this done, I was 13 years old, getting an impression done for a plate before I was getting my braces. I ended up throwing up within the orthodontist's office. So I'm hoping I'm in capable hands with you. You look a bit worried.
I'm no orthodontist. So.
No, but you know, you're better than that. You're a makeup artist, man. So you've done this countless times.
Several times. Yeah.
So what are we going to be using today?
Unfortunately, it's probably the same thing your orthodontist uses. It's a material called alginate. Seaweed base, mixes with water, turns into a little bit of a goop, and it'll harden up into like a rubbery material that we can get a plaster cast out of.
Yep.
This is a brand called Max Print. We're going to test fit some different tray sizes. We've got 3 different sizes of upper teeth trays, and that's where the algin will go into, and then we'll fill that with some dental stone. And basically, you don't want to feel the plastic against your teeth at all anywhere. You want to have an even amount of space.
I can feel it on my molars. Does that matter?
Try it again and try rocking the front up a little bit, because it could just be an angle thing. It looks like it's it looks like if we go any bigger, it's gonna be... Right?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. There's a lot of drool.
That's the name of the game. That's how you feeling?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was kind of dodgy right before I took it out. Because I think it's like, oh, no, we're good. So what Dave's doing now is he's pouring a dental stone into my tooth mold. Now, a dental stone is usually a gypsum-based powder, pretty much the same like the Ultra Cal and the Hydra Cal powders that I use back home for my mother molds when I'm creating cows or 3D printed pieces or whatnot. So this powder really captures fine detail, especially when life casting comes into play. And there you guys have it. That is the first step towards getting this amazing grill done. So in terms of the plaster cast, this is where it's at right now. Dave has then dipped it in sort of like a stone base that's gonna act as a solid flat base to help with the vacuum forming process. Now, it's time to move on to a tattoo test. Now, before I get to anything on what tattoo I'm using, what brand and all that, I really just want to put it out there. Someone in the comments section of one of the previous Mr. Whippy videos made a very good point. A lot of Mickey Rourke's tattoos are to do with prison gangs and gang affiliation within Russia. So, what I've done is swap out some of the ones that have a bit of gang affiliation and jail affiliation with them to something that just a bit more, you know, standard tattoos. Because honestly, amongst this amazing cosplay and, you know, all the work that Miles is doing, that Ben's done, that Dave's done, and everyone that's just chipped in, I don't want to offend anyone, and I'm sure you guys can definitely appreciate that and see where I'm coming from. And for the most part, a lot of it is going to be covered by the exoskeleton, so who cares? But I will still have stuff like the Russian star, the Russian crest, you know, stuff that represents the country as an amazing place. So without further ado, I'm going to be using a tattoo that I swapped out for something, you know, that's just a bit more standard and a bit more plain Jane and, you know, inconspicuous. This is made by the good people at Tinsley Tattoo Effects. Like I said, I got these at Nigel's, which is 10 minutes down the road. This was $3.99 US. That's pretty damn good. So this isn't the type of temporary tattoo where, you know, you have to put the Pros-Aid down, put the tattoo down and seal it in with more Pros-Aid. That's probably going to be for the bigger, more elaborate pieces. I did get a bunch of these, just small little add-ons and just throwaways that kind of, you know, tick most of the boxes in terms of getting the tattoos all sorted. So this is actually just, you know, the standard way of doing it, you know, holding it down, putting a cold cloth against the skin for about 30 seconds, peeling it off. I probably will use some talc or something to mat it down. Otherwise, I will have to get a proper matting powder when I get back to Sydney. But you know what? This is just a test, guys. I will worry about that when I get back home. And you know, we still have just over a month until Oz Comic Con, so plenty of time to really figure out all the bugs. Okay, I'm actually just gonna get a disposable razor and just get rid of some of the bum fluff that I have on my arm here, just so it's, you know, perfect blank canvas, nice and smooth. The skin is clean. But I will just go back over it with a soaked paper towel. Ooh, it's nice and smooth. Ooh. I'm actually finding it easier to stay in shape over here than it is back home, funnily enough. Okay, skin should be clear, free of oils and makeup. Remove clear protective top sheet. Press tattoo firmly onto clean, dry skin with the design facing down. Hold wet cloth against back of tattoo. Press down and make sure to wet it thoroughly. Wait 30 seconds, don't hurry. Peel off paper backing, gently rinse image with water for best effect. Okay, so I just cut away the excess. We've got to peel off this film. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my wet cloth already. Just pop it on my lap. I just want it wrapping around just this part of my arm. And again, this is just a test, guys. You know, it's gonna probably look a bit funny because it's doing the wrap job. Okay, wet cloth goes on. Now we play the waiting game. Oh, it's stuck to my foot. I'm dripping everywhere, all over my shorts. I don't know if you can tell, but look how wet my shorts are. It's just dripping everywhere. This is just a mess. It's literally a hot mess. Hear the noise, ready? All right. Oh, snap. Shit. It's impressive. damn, that is amazing. Wow, so there you go. All right, I'm just gonna give it a bit to dry. I can already see it drying already, because one thing I was worried about is the gloss look, and I know the more money you pay, you know, the gloss goes away, but the gloss seems to be going away, and once you put powder, I'm guessing, or hoping, it blends it in even more. It was amazing. All right, geeks, overall, I am very, very happy with how that turned out. I honestly thought I was gonna stuff up or it just looked cheesy, but for $3.99 US, these are amazing. So I'm actually thinking that one will go on the neck. And I have seen the designs of the ones they used on Mickey Rourke. And again, I can get someone to design it, but it's just more money. And trust me, I've thrown a lot of money at this cosplay already. So the more I can do it on the cheap from this point onwards, fine. But you know, just have it still look effective. But you know, if I can save a couple of $100 here and there, who's to complain? So this is no powder at all on the tattoo, and it just, you know, for the price you pay, it looks fantastic. It feels fantastic. It doesn't feel like it's gonna tack off or anything. It just feels like my skin, my normal skin. So I'm very happy. So I might actually go to their website or go back to Nigel's and get some more, because they had like a whole wall full of this stuff, and I just quickly grabbed what I thought was necessary for now. So, you know, I didn't want to buy a whole bunch and then I'll have it work out, even though I could return them. I still don't want to hassle around with that, but these are a winner as far as I'm concerned. I still do have some that I want to upload to a website back home that do temporary tattoos exactly like this same method. So there are some that I found that are pretty much the same from the film, i.e. the Russian star that I was telling you guys about, the Russian coat of arms. So those will have to be a custom job back home, and I think, you know, they're about $5 a sheet. So guys, that is it for episode 6 of Mr. Whippy. Like I said, this was kind of an express episode, but I wanted to keep you guys in the loop. Just keep you guys up to date with what's happening. As soon as I get back to Sydney, Miles and I are hitting the ground running. We're gonna smash this cosplay out. I'm beyond excited just to show you guys and reveal it to the world. Like I've said, this is the biggest build mentally and physically. Like, I want to completely immerse myself in this cosplay and just be unrecognizable, because I think that is just so much fun. You can have so much fun with this character on the day of the con. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching, and again, thank you so much for your overwhelming feedback with the T-Rex. She is off to her new home in Wyoming as we speak. So a very big thank you to Nick for purchasing her, man. Take very good care of her, or she'll take very good care of you actually. She'll be a good guard dinosaur. Guys, wherever you are in the world, have yourselves a cracker of a day. I hope you're well, hope you're happy, be merry, be silly, and until next time, geeks, please always remember, newly inked cosplayers do it best.